The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 had a significant impact on global politics, economics, and society. This essay will explore the potential outcomes if the Soviet Union had not dissolved at that time and the implications for the world. A shift in global power dynamics. If the Soviet Union had not dissolved in 1991, the world would have continued to be characterized by the intense rivalry between the United States and the USSR during the Cold War. The bipolar international system, defined by the ideological and geopolitical struggle between these two superpowers, would have persisted. This scenario would have likely prolonged the arms race, space race, and various proxy conflicts in different parts of the world. The continuation of the Soviet Union's presence in global affairs would have influenced international alliances, power dynamics, and diplomatic relations, potentially shaping the course of history in unforeseen ways. Geopolitical and strategic implications. The non-dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991 would have had profound and lasting repercussions on the global geopolitical landscape. The influence and control of Moscow over Eastern European countries, Central Asia, and the Caucasus region would have remained intact, shaping the power dynamics in these regions. The potential for ongoing tension and conflicts between Russia and neighboring states, desiring independence and alignment with the West, would have been significant. This situation could have affected international alliances, diplomatic relations, and potentially altered the course of history, leading to a prolonged era of geopolitical competition and instability. Economic and social ramifications. If the Soviet Union had not dissolved, its economic system would have remained characterized by central planning, state ownership of industry, and heavy industry emphasis. The market-oriented reforms and privatization that followed the dissolution wouldn't have occurred, leading to continued economic stagnation. Consequently, the standard of living for citizens would have likely persisted at low levels, with shortages of consumer goods and limited economic opportunities. The centrally planned system would have hindered innovation and efficiency, keeping the nation behind its Western counterparts in technological advancements and economic development. The persistent economic challenges would have impacted social welfare, education, and healthcare, creating a prolonged era of economic hardship for the population. Consequences for international relations. The continued existence of the Soviet Union beyond 1991 would have undoubtedly had a profound impact on international relations in the post-Cold War era. The dynamics of cooperation and competition between nations, the spread of democracy, and the expansion of international organizations such as the European Union and NATO would have unfolded differently. With the absence of a unipolar world dominated by the United States, a shift in the balance of power and alliances would have occurred. The prolonged existence of the Soviet Union as a major global player would have influenced the trajectory of international diplomacy and strategic partnerships, potentially altering the course of history in unforeseen ways. Conclusion. The hypothetical scenario of the Soviet Union not dissolving in 1991 raises thought-provoking questions about the course of history. The potential impacts on global power dynamics, geopolitics, economics, and international relations underscore the magnitude of this historical event. While the dissolution of the Soviet Union shaped the world as we know it today, contemplating alternative outcomes offers valuable insights into the complexities of international affairs and the interplay of historical events. The world would have been significantly different, still characterized by the intense rivalry between the United States and the USSR, leading to the continuation of the bipolar international system, prolonged arms race and various proxy conflicts, shaping international alliances, power dynamics, and diplomatic relations.